Were you
Yeah,
able to download? Just
I'm
confirm me.
able to open it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let us start now. St- Okay, I'm sharing my screen with all. Okay. Good morning, all, and welcome you to this Power BI training session where we are going to do a live project on dashboard on Power BI. Okay, so today we are going to start with a new series of data and a complete project on Power BI. It will take 5 to 6 days. So each session will be a 1 hour and 6 days will be spread to. Now I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to show you what we are going to learn in this particular session. So here it is. Just confirm if you can see my screen. I hope the screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, so you can see this is Adventure Works Sales Overview. So basically, this is the dashboard that we are going to learn how to create that dashboard. I have shared the database relating to it in the group. There are 7 files. We will see the working later on. First, we will just analyze how this entire dashboard looks like and how does it function. Okay, sales overview. So what we are going to do is we are going to walk through this dashboard first. So you see there are different filters on the first row. So here first we have the year filter. Suppose I click on 2020. So you will see this entire thing will change. Okay, the sales versus budget has changed. This pie chart has changed. All these locations are changing. Okay, when I click on 2022, again this entire thing is getting changed. Okay, now if you put let us put 2021 again. If I change any city, for example, I want to see the sales of, let's say, Central Valley. When I click on Central Valley, it will show me the sales for this particular and the location of this. Okay. So this is a dynamic chart. This is a dynamic dashboard which we are going to apply. Okay. And Shiva, you had this question, how to put this searchable link. So we have got this searchable link also. Suppose I type anything, let's say Bell. It'll give me all the names with the Bell. If I
Yes.
want to see Bell Gardens, we can see that. I'll show you how to create this today. Okay.
Okay.
Then product name. So we have got a list of product name. Suppose I want to see the product starting with C. I can type C here. It will show me all the products. Suppose I want to see chains. I can select chains. And it is not among the top 10 products, so it is not showing over here, right? So that is how it works. Yeah. Then we have this product category. So if you want to clear all the filters, there is a button to clear all the filters. It will clear all the filters. Okay. So you're back to the first page. So this page is showing basically the year filter. It is showing the sales versus actual sales versus budgeted sales. Then it is showing the sales by category. It is showing by sales and budget by month. So there is a line chart over here. Total sales by customers, total sales by products, and the math. So this is your sales dashboard. It is showing the sales of different categories of product and top 10 customers. If you click on
इसके
any
राइट साइड
one,
में 3 वो है सर.
क्या
सेल्स ओवरव्यू, कस्टमर डिटेल्स एंड प्रोडक्ट डिटेल्स, वो भी.
हाँ, I'm coming to it. I'm coming to it. There are 3 pages actually. These are called as pages.
अच्छा, पेजेस हैं वो.
हाँ, ये पेजेस हैं. अभी हम लोग फर्स्ट पेज की बात कर रहे हैं. फर्स्ट पेज इज ऑफ सेल्स ओवरव्यू. तो इसके बारे में इस पेज में पूरा सेल्स के बारे में है. ठीक है. नाउ आई कम टू कस्टमर डिटेल्स. दिस इज द सेकंड पेज. Okay, but they are created a link, hyperlink. So this you are viewing on a, what you can say, on a browser. Okay, we are not on Power BI, we are on a browser. I'm sharing that link also in the chat. I've shared the link in the chat. I've shared the link in the group as well. Okay. So this is the API link. It is a Power BI service link. This link you can share with anyone whom you want to see the dashboard. Okay. They do not have to have, need not have Power BI. Okay. They can just copy this link, click on this link, and it will start working. Okay. So this is how you actually look at it. Okay. This is the way this Power BI visual, this dashboard can be looked at. Okay. So now I am on customer details. So if I click on any particular year, it will show me the different things over there. Sales budget for 2022. If I go to 2021, it is showing me the sales and budgeted sales. Okay. Then we have got top 10 city by sales by city and product category. Then we have got this calendar where we can see the monthly sales for these different customers and the category wise sales and the total sales. Okay. So you can filter on any customer, city, product category, month, you will get a detailed view. Then the third page is product details. So here you have the product wise dashboard. Okay. Now to create this dashboard, a lot of mechanics have to be done, a lot of formulas have to be written and all these things. So we will learn how to create this dashboard. We will advance to this level. Okay, and this is what a corporate expect you to know also. When you are learning Power BI, you should be able to create a dashboard of this sort. Okay, so a lot of mechanics, a lot of working is going behind this. Okay, now let's look into the data. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Power BI website. When you click on Microsoft Power BI, it will take you to the website where you can log into Power BI and see this. Okay, this we have already done, so we need not do it. This is the link to see the dashboard. Okay, you'll not be able to see the data and all. It is just to see the visual. Okay, now since I've already shared the data with you, let us move to the data set and let me show you what all is there in the data and how do we start with this. Okay, so the data is called as Adventure Works. Okay, it is one of the most used data set for learning Power BI. It is most commonly used data set for learning Power BI. Okay, because it has a variety of tools which you can use to learn things. Okay, now let us look at the this thing files which we have. The first file we have is product, then region, then reseller, then salesperson region, and target. So tell me, they are Excel files or some other files? Are they Excel files or they are different files? Yes, Abhinandan.
Microsoft, actually, I think so. It's a CSV file.
Yes, it is a CSV file. How do you identify it as a CSV file? Because I hope you are able to see my screen or you are able to see the Power BI only.
Yeah, Power BI.
Power BI. I'm now Excel sheets.
Sorry.
Excel sheets.
Okay,
CSV.
okay. That is why I thought you are not able to answer. Okay. So this is the folder which has all the files. These are 7 CSV files. Now, how do I identify a CSV file or Excel file? Let me create an Excel file over here. I'll right click and go to new and I create a CSV file. Okay, Excel file. So let's say dummy. Now this file, okay, this X in the green box, it's common everywhere. But you here in the last file, you see where my mouse is, it is showing 2 columns, okay? And here it is showing a comma. So a comma is a CSV file, comma separated values. And this tabular form is an Excel file, okay? How does it make a difference? They both open in Excel, right? But when you go to Power BI and you import the data, you have to select an Excel workbook if you want to select a data from Excel. If you want to connect to a CSV file, you have to select a text or CSV. That is a basic difference. Okay. Now, all the files contain bulky data. So when you create a file which has a bulky data, or when you import a file from your ERP software or your SAP, it is always good to have the file in CSV format because it occupies less space. It occupies less space. Okay. So I'll show you, this is a product file. Okay. Now, when you open any file in CSV, it might not look proper. You have to format it. Okay. So what you see is all these things are coming in one column. Okay. The headings, product key, product standard cost, okay, color, subcategory, category, background color, font color and format. They are not appearing in different this thing. Okay, so that is one issue that we need to address. There are 398 rows in this data set, which is the product. It is having details about product. Now let us come to the next sheet. We don't have to do anything in Excel. We'll do the things in Power BI and Power Query. I'm just walking through the data once. Okay, so we have got the product ID. Now let us go to the next sheet, which is your region. I hope now my entire screen is visible. You can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Now,
इसमें सेल्स टेरिटरी में 1 2 3 4 5 लिखा हुआ है,
हाँ,
तो वो क्या
सेल्स टेरिटरी की है ये एक्चुअली. इफ यू सी द हेडर्स, यहाँ देखिए फॉर्मूला बार में, द
ओके
फर्स्ट थिंग इज सेल्स टेरिटरी की. तो इट इज 1 2 3 4 5 6 9. देन इज द रीजन, देन इज द कंट्री, देन इज द ग्रुप. सो बेसिकली इन CSV फाइल दे आर कमिंग एज अ टेक्स्ट, है ना. It is not formatting. If you go to each row, it will show a space in between them. So 7 France, France, Europe. What does it mean? It means 7 is the sales territory key, region is France, country is France, and group is Europe. Okay, so this is the region, and there are
ग्रुप इज
different
यूरोप.
columns to it.
ओके,
Okay, now the next is reseller. I'm just walking you through the data, and then we will start Power BI and import this data into Power BI. Today, we will create a data model. We'll understand how to create a data model. Okay. So here we have reseller key, business type, reseller, city, state, country, region. Okay. Now, if you want to separate all this, there is a trick. I will show you how to separate this. Okay. But this will do in Power Query. We can do it in Excel also. I'll show you how to do it in Excel. Okay. But let me just show you the data first. So now we are opening the sales data. Now, if you see the sales data, we have sales order number, order date, product key, reseller key, employee key. Okay, all these things are there. Sales territory key, quantity, unit sales, unit price, sales cost. And if you see the number of rows, it is 57,852 data. Okay, rows data, 57,852. That is your sales. Now, after sales comes salesperson.
जनरली
It's a very,
एसक्यूएल डेटाबेस सीएसवी फॉर्मेट्स में आते हैं क्या?
हाँ, एसक्यूएल से आप जब डेटा एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे एक्सेल के अंदर, तो हमेशा वो CSV फॉर्मेट में ही आएगा.
अच्छा.
ठीक है, हाँ, वो हमेशा CSV फॉर्मेट में आएगा व्हेन यू आर डाउनलोडिंग द डेटा फ्रॉम एसक्यूएल सर्वर.
हम्म.
तो it is important. That is why I say कि it is important to learn Excel before learning Power BI. Okay, some people say that no, it is not required, but I always say you should have a basic understanding, not basic, an advanced understanding of this thing, what you can say, Excel, before you migrate to Power BI, before you starting learning Power BI, because a lot of time the data would not be clean. जैसे अभी आपको दिख रहा है, तो वो क्लीनिंग करने के लिए देयर आर टू ऑप्शंस. ईदर यू गो टू पावर क्वेरी, बट पावर क्वेरी इज लिटिल कॉम्प्लिकेटेड टू यूज. ठीक है, अभी देखिए यहाँ पर एम्प्लॉय की है और सेल्स टेरिटरी की है. नाउ यू, if there is no space, there is a space here, 272 and 1. Okay, so this 1 will represent the sales territory key, 272 represent the employee key. Correct. So how to separate them and put them in different column, that is there. We have to learn. That is what we are supposed to learn actually. Okay, and once you start
कॉलम.
learning this, so it becomes easy to operate Power BI. It is easy to use Power BI, right? Now, so
It would be done through text to column.
हाँ
टेक्स्ट टू कॉलम से ही करेंगे ना इसको एक्चुअली.
हाँ हाँ, टेक्स्ट टू कॉलम से ही करेंगे. ठीक है, टेक्स्ट टू कॉलम इज वन ऑप्शन. द सेकेंड वे इज टू डू इज थ्रू फ्लैश फिल. ठीक है, फ्लैश फिल से भी कर सकते हैं.
अच्छा.
ठीक है. हम्म. चलिए अब अपन इसको आगे बढ़ते हैं. लेट अस गो अहेड. टारगेट्स. एम्प्लॉय आईडी, टारगेट एंड मंथ. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव. एक मिनट.
एम्प्लॉय आईडी एंड एम्प्लॉय की में क्या फर्क है?
हम्म.
एम्प्लॉय आईडी एंड एम्प्लॉय की में क्या फर्क है?
एम्प्लॉय की और एम्प्लॉय आईडी में क्या फर्क है? आई शो यू. सी, देर इज नो डिफरेंस एज सच, देर इज अ डिफरेंस इन टर्मिनोलॉजी. है ना, दोनों
ओके.
की डिफरेंस टर्मिनोलॉजी में डिफरेंस है. नाउ
ओके.
दिस इज द डेटा. नाउ लेट अस गो टू पावर बीआई एंड इंपोर्ट दैट डेटा इनटू पावर बीआई. ठीक है, ये एक्सेल में मैंने शो किया है. विल नॉट वर्क इन एक्सेल, विल वर्क इन पावर बीआई डायरेक्टली. ठीक है, दीज आर द 7 फाइल्स. सो डमी आई एम डिलीटिंग. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 files are there. Now I'm opening Power BI and we'll work on Power BI. Today many people have not joined. Uh, they'll miss this. Okay. Anyways, so I'm opening Power BI now. And what we are going to do is we are going to import all these files into Power BI. Okay. So 7 files are there: product, region, reseller, sales, salesperson, region, and targets. होता क्या है, व्हेन यू आर इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यू गेट डेटा फ्रॉम डिफरेंट सोर्सेस. ठीक है, अलग अलग प्रोफाइल के लोग अपना अपना डेटा शेयर करेंगे अपने अपने सोर्सेस से. ठीक है, और द इफ द डेटा इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द सॉफ्टवेयर ऑल्सो, देन द सोर्स वुड बी डिफरेंट. देर नॉट बी अ सिंगल सोर्स टू द डेटा. देर बी मल्टीपल सोर्सेस. Now, when you are creating a dashboard, when you are creating a report, the CEO or the CFO of the company, he is not bothered कि कहाँ से डेटा आ रहा है. उसको क्या मतलब है, उसको इससे मतलब है कि आई वॉन्ट टू सी द रिपोर्ट, आई वॉन्ट टू सी अ कंसोलिडेटेड रिपोर्ट. मुझे एक ऐसी रिपोर्ट दिखा दो जिसमें सब कुछ मुझे दिख जाए. है ना, आई एम नॉट बॉदर्ड कि डेटा कहाँ से आ रहा है, कैसे फ्लो हो रहा है, क्लीन है या नहीं है. आई जस्ट वॉन्ट द आउटपुट फ्रॉम इट. ओके, so that is what we have to learn, how to clean the data so that it looks clearer, and you can the management gets a report what they want. Now can you see my Power BI window?
Yes.
Okay. Now the first thing that we are going to do is to import the data. Okay. Now here you can see use import data from Excel, but we cannot use this because they are not Excel files. We are not importing directly from the SQL server because SQL से हमने CSV में export कर लिया है. If we have the access to SQL server, we can use this option. So what we are going to do is we are going to go to get data and click on CSV or text file. Okay, there is a option of if you go to more options, I'll show you. When you go to more options, it will give you a detailed list of options to which you can connect, and you will see a folder also. आपको एक folder भी दिख जाएगा. ठीक है. So some people say that we can go to folder and we can all the import all the files together. I don't recommend that method क्योंकि उसमें कई बार बहुत major mistakes होने के chances होते हैं. Don't follow that. Let us go like one by one and let us work properly. Okay, so we'll go to text and CSV, and then what we'll do is we'll go to adventure works and we'll click on the first file product and we'll import that. Okay, just a minute, let it import.
ये फाइल्स वन बाय वन करनी है या लेकिन
Sorry.
ये फाइल्स वन बाय वन करनी है या एक साथ सेलेक्ट हो सकती
वन बाय वन, एक साथ सेलेक्ट होगी ही नहीं, एक साथ सेलेक्ट होगी ही नहीं, एक एक करके करनी है।
है? ओके।
हाँ, नाउ सी, व्हेन वी ओपन द सेम फाइल इन एक्सेल, तो हमारे को ये अलग अलग कॉलम में नहीं दिखा रहा था, इट वाज शोइंग इन वन कॉलम इटसेल्फ, ऑल द वैल्यूज वर कमिंग इन वन कॉलम with a space as a delimiter. But what has happened is when we imported the file into Power BI, the navigator is showing me different columns और proper heading दिख रहा है इसका ना, product key, product, standard cost, color, subcategory, category, background color format, font color format, all these things are visible. And the delimiter is a tab. If we do select delimiter as a space, you will see that एड्रेस जहाँ पे है, प्रोडक्ट का नाम जहाँ पे अलग अलग आ रहा है, उसने उसको भी वो कर दिया, सेपरेट कॉलम्स में कर दिया. दैट विल नॉट मेक एनी गुड सेंस ऑफ इट. So first we have to use a tab only. Tab gives a like space after a particular heading. Complete is complete. So ये tabs से separate हो रहे हैं. This looks clean, but we don't know whether there are any empty cells or anything which can give an error. So what we recommend is always what you have to do is you have to use the transform data route. Okay, so we will import one by one, each file one by one, not all together. So first I'm starting with product.csv file, and then you import and say import data, transform data. Now there will be many people. This is a live session that I'm doing on YouTube. There will be many people who will be watching the session maybe live now or afterwards on YouTube. For those who are watching on YouTube, you will get a link to the data set in the description of the YouTube. You can download the data from the description and practice. Okay. Right now, I've not put the data set. Just focus on what is happening and then you can do it hands-on. Okay. You can note down the steps, because when you try to do it together, it might give a problem. Those who are attending my sessions from the past, those who know Power BI can directly work, but those who are looking for the first time, don't try to do it simultaneously. Now, this is the product table. This is the product data which we have imported. Okay. In Power BI, all the Excel sheets are called as table. So we'll call it as a product table. Okay. Now this 1, 2, 3 represent that the product key is a numeric number. The nature, the type of the data is numeric. So it is showing 1, 2, 3. The product is type ABC. So we will select text in the product. The standard cost. Now see, standard cost, is it showing a right data type or a wrong data type? Tell me. Standard cost.
Wrong.
It is a wrong, because it should be number. It should be number, and rather than number, it is a currency. It is showing dollar 868.63. Why it put ABC? Because it did not understand that dollar is a currency. It has taken dollar as a symbol or as an alphabet. So what we need to do is we need to change it. And there are 4 options for numbers, like decimal number, fixed decimal number, whole number, and percentage. Fixed decimal number has a dollar sign. We can click on this. So we'll say replace current, because we don't want to add a new step. We want to replace this column only with the right value. Now it is giving us error. Okay. Why it is giving us error? Because it is not understood. We could not convert to number because there was a dollar. So how, this is what we need to learn in Power BI. Okay. So I've removed that space, that step which I did. I'll just cancel this step also. Now it is back to the standard cost ABC. Now what I'll do is I'll say convert it to whole number, or let's say decimal number. Again, it is giving me an error because there is a symbol. You cannot convert that symbol into a number. Now, I want you people to give me a solution to this. Those who are attending my sessions previously, आप लोग को बताना है कि हम इसको ठीक कैसे करेंगे. Shiva, do you have any inputs to give here?
Yeah, I'm recollecting,
उमेश
sir.
भी आ गया है ना? उमेश, डॉलर हटाना है हमको, बिकॉज देयर शुड बी अ नंबर ओनली. ठीक है. हाउ डू वी रिमूव अ डॉलर? अगर ये एक्सेल होता तो हम डिलीट कर देते डॉलर को, या टेक्स्ट टू कॉलम करके डॉलर हटा देते, या फ्लैश फिल करके हटा देते. बट ये पावर बीआई है, पावर क्वेरी है इनफैक्ट, है ना. ना हाउ डू यू रिप्लेस दीज वैल्यूज फ्रॉम दिस कॉलम डॉलर? हाउ डू यू सेपरेट द डॉलर विद द नंबर? I have not shown this, but I'm trying to. I would like you to apply your brains over this and see what can be done. चलिए इस पे आते हैं, उसके आगे वाले कॉलम्स को देख लेते हैं जब तक. कलर इज एबीसी, दैट इज फाइन, इट इज अ टेक्स्ट. सब कैटेगरी इज ऑल्सो टेक्स्ट, इट इज फाइन. दिस इज अ टेक्स्ट. This hash text, this is also considered as a text only because it is showing hash and color code. These are color code basically. तो ये ठीक है. एक ही कॉलम में प्रॉब्लम है, which is this standard cost. Now, how to rectify this? I want to remove the dollar from there. Any suggestions,
सर
anyone?
रिप्लेस वैल्यू करके एक फंक्शन है.
हाँ बिल्कुल है, जाते हैं इस पे. Let us click on the replace value in the home tab. In the transform, you will see replace values. तो वैल्यू टू फाइंड, तो क्या रिप्लेस का नाम है? डॉलर.
डॉलर ब्लैंक
रिप्लेस किससे करें? ब्लैंक. तो खाली छोड़ दें इसको, ओके कर दें.
कर दो.
हो गया. इट वॉज सो सिंपल. ठीक है, मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. जो कुछ लोग ढूंढेंगे कि वेयर इज दैट रिप्लेस वैल्यू. ओके, बिकॉज दोज वन न्यू टू पावर BI दे नॉट फाइंड इट, सॉरी.
Sir, but it's showing ABC only. So we have to
हाँ,
convert again and import.
correct, 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 correct. I am just first showing where is this replace value. Yeah, so this is a transform, and in this transform here you will see replace values. ठीक है, बट अभी भी आप देखेंगे इट इज शोइंग ABC only. You have to click on this ABC and convert this into a whole number or a decimal number. Let us convert this into a decimal number. Now इधर गया. और मैंने आपको एक चीज बताया था इन एक्सेल और इन पावर BI व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड दिस सेशन, दिस कोर्स, कि बाय डिफॉल्ट एक्सेल में जब भी आप कोई नंबर टाइप करेंगे तो राइट अलाइंड होगा, कोई भी टेक्स्ट टाइप करेंगे तो लेफ्ट अलाइंड होगा. ठीक है, हियर ऑल्सो यू सी दैट ऑल द टेक्स्ट आर इन द लेफ्ट, टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट ऑफ द कॉलम ऑफ द सेल, और ये नंबर राइट है. ये जो प्रोडक्ट की है, प्रोडक्ट की में भी नंबर आ रहा है बट इज शोइंग ABC. दिसको भी नंबर में कन्वर्ट करना चाहिए हमारे पास, होल नंबर रखेंगे इसको. So you will see the number will automatically get right aligned. The text will always be left aligned. Understood? Now suppose now if I want to put a dollar, is it possible to put a dollar now? ठीक है, हमने करेंसी टाइप कर दिया इसको और डॉलर, बट इट इज नॉट शोइंग डॉलर. इट लुकिंग लाइक अ डॉलर. ये देखो डॉलर, यहाँ पे हमने फिक्स डेसिमल कर दिया है इसको. ठीक है, सपोज यू वांट टू ऐड अ डॉलर बिफोर दिस. ठीक है, देखिए डॉलर ऐड करेंगे ना तो क्या होगा, क्या कि इट विल नॉट कैलकुलेट, डू द कैलकुलेशंस इफ यू पुट अ डॉलर. बट इफ यू वांट टू पुट अ डॉलर, व्हाट वी कैन डू? अगर हमें डॉलर इसके आगे रखना है तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? इज देयर एनी ऑप्शन और देयर इज नो ऑप्शन? गो टू द ट्रांसफॉर्म टैब ट्रांसफॉर्म टैब पे आना, और लेट मी रिमूव दिस. In the transform tab you see many options. Okay, you see many options, and one of the options is uh, this format option. Okay, which is very powerful. Now let us see what is there in the format. So in the format you will get a drop down. It says lower case, uppercase, capitalized, trim, clean, add prefix, add suffix. Okay, if we go to add prefix, and if I say dollar and I click on OK, see what will happen. A dollar has been put. But now what has happened? Because of this suffix, what has happened because of the suffix?
It convert again text.
Yeah, it
Text.
convert again to text. So we don't want. तो हम चाहें तो कर सकते हैं लेकिन हमें ऐसा करना नहीं है. ठीक है, इसको हम होल नंबर में कन्वर्ट करते हैं.
Okay.
तो ये राउंड ऑफ हटा देगा, इसको पूरा राउंड ऑफ कर देगा, डेसिमल्स हटा देगा. और अगर हम इसको डॉलर फिक्स डेसिमल नंबर डॉलर में करेंगे, it will again bring the this thing, the numbers. Okay, and the currency, it is taking it as a currency only. It is not taking as a number, it is taking as a currency क्योंकि cost है. Okay, so now this looks clean, this data looks clean. We don't have anything to do. आपको कैसे पता चल रहा है कि इसके अंदर कोई empty नहीं है या कोई error नहीं है? Here you can see the profiling. हाउ डू यू सी दिस? आप व्यू पे जाएंगे, व्यू पे इन द व्यू there is something called as column profile. Let me show this. So there is something called as, in the data preview, there is something called as column profile. You have to put a tick on this column profile, okay, and you will be able to see the profiling over here. If I don't put this check mark, what will happen? I'm just removing this check button from the profile. सॉरी, कॉलम क्वालिटी वी हैव टू रिमूव, या कॉलम क्वालिटी ना, कॉलम प्रोफाइल के साथ में कॉलम क्वालिटी भी एक ऑप्शन है, उसको भी हम हटा देते हैं. लेट अस रिमूव दिस कॉलम ऑप्शन आल्सो. दिस वन आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट, कॉलम क्वालिटी. ये अगर आप हटा देंगे तो यू विल नॉट सी दैट कॉलम, द एम्प्टी एंड ऑल. सो इट इज ऑलवेज पुट गुड टू हैव दिस, बिकॉज यू कैनॉट स्क्रॉल डाउन द डेटा और सारा डेटा दिखाता भी नहीं है. तो यहाँ पे हमें दिखा रहा है कि देर इज नो एम्प्टी सेल्स. इफ देर इज सम एम्प्टी रो वी हैव टू डिलीट दैट. सो इट इज नॉट, द डेटा इज क्लीन. यू कैन close and import this data. So we'll say close and apply. As I say close and apply, what will happen is it will take this data to Power BI. We have imported the first file to our Power BI. Okay, now where it will show, it is loading. You can see that the data is getting loaded over here. Okay, data load हो रहा है. So it is doing the modeling and all these things. Once this is done, you will also see that there is something happening over here in the data pane. ये data import हो रहा है. ठीक है, once the data is imported, you will see the listing over here. Today we are going to import all the data set. Tomorrow we are going to work on it. My product table is there now. ये product table आ चुका है. This is my product table which has come. Okay, so this product table has come. Now my next task is to bring the other data. So I'll again go to text and CSV. In the text and CSV, now I'll select region.
How
After
to,
product is
sorry,
the
how
region.
to load this here actually in the same sheet?
In the same sheet means what?
So in the that Power Query editor,
Mm-hmm.
okay, home, close and apply. Okay.
Yeah, close and apply. Once you click close and apply, it will come back to your Power BI. Now we are on the region sheet. We had imported into Power Query by clicking on transform. Okay. Now it is showing the sales territory key as 1 to 10, which is a number. Region is ABC, category, country is ABC, group is ABC. It's look good. We don't have to do anything. So we can directly close and apply. You don't have to waste time in Power Query if your data is clean. Okay, the point is we have to just verify if all the things are proper and then move ahead. So you don't have to invest time in cleaning if there is no cleaning required. Okay, so this is also fine. Now let us go to the next data set and reseller. Open this. Reseller key, business type, all these things. Okay, let us go to transform data. Okay, so reseller key is number, business type is ABC, reseller type is ABC, city is ABC, state is ABC, country and region is ABC. All looks good. There is no empty, there is no error. Let us import this data also. So we have imported. The speed of the at which the data gets imported depends on the size of the data and your internet connection also. Okay. So again, what we'll do is we'll import the remaining ones. Okay, so quickly we'll do this. You cannot do it in one go. Okay, so you have to take time and do it one by one. That is the right way because we have to work with this data set. If while importing all them together, if anything corrupts, then your entire exercise will go waste. So invest some time over there. It will take 5 to 10 minutes to import the data, but we'll be sure that we have imported the right data and there is no error in the process. This also looks clean. Now you have to check that the date is coming as a date. So it is coming as a calendar. That means it is a date format, which is absolutely fine. Product key is 123, reseller key is 123, employee key is 123, sales territory key is 123, quantity is 123. This unit price again is an error over here. See, unit price, sales, cost, these three columns are problematic. They are having errors. Now what we will do, again, do the same thing, go to transform, or sorry, in the home tab, there is a replace values, and you replace the dollar with the blank space, blank, not a space. You click on OK. Okay, still they are text, they are appearing as text. We will convert them into number. I could apply the replace value in all the three together because I selected them by using the control key, pressing hold the control key, and this did that. Okay, so I converted them into number. Now everything looks okay. I can import this data. If you forget to do any correction and you imported the data, then also you have the option to go back and do the transforming by clicking on this transform data. So Power BI allows you to multiple times import or export the data, or refresh the data, or clean the data, even if you forget to do it. Okay, so this is the fourth sheet. Now let us import the fifth, sixth, seventh. There are three more to go. So next is your salesperson. Okay, those who are doing it with me and those who get done, they can type done in the chat box so that I come to know you are on the same pace and with me. Okay, so we will import this data also. Employee key is a number, employee ID is again a number, sales person is a name, ABC, title is ABC, UPN is ABC. Now suppose in this title you want to remove the title and you want to put designation, or let's say job role. We can change any name also. Okay, instead of this UPN you want to say email ID, you can put email ID over here. Okay, you can change any in a column heading. Okay, that will not impact your original data. We are Power BI just connecting to the data source and importing it so that you can create visuals. Okay, so it will never impact whatever changes you do in Power Query. कभी भी उसका इफेक्ट ओरिजिनल डेटा पे नहीं आता है. तो यू कैन बी श्योर, यू कैन बी रेस्ट अश्योर्ड कि डेटा खराब नहीं हो रहा है. हमारा जो भी हम चेंजेस कर रहे हैं वो सिर्फ पावर बीआई में हो रहा है, पावर क्वेरी में हो रहा है. वो कभी भी ओरिजिनल डेटा पे इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा उसको. Again, go to the last two. We'll select the last two, that is salesperson region and target. So hardly takes 10-15 minutes to do all this, but it is important. So there are two columns only. We'll quickly load. Even if it looks like कि हाँ कोई error नहीं है, still you go to that transform route because the habits has to be right. एक बार वो habit हो गई कि नहीं लोड करना है, तो फिर वो ट्रांसफॉर्म डेटा वाली हैबिट नहीं रहेगी. You have to build the right habits from the starting. So ये भी नंबर है, those are looking as number. Close and apply कर देते हैं इसको भी. And finally, we'll go to the last one. Targets. This is my last sheet. This is my last sheet. Last file as such. Three columns. Employee ID, target one. It is a real time. It's almost equal to a real time. It's a dummy data, but looks almost resonate with the real time data of any organization. किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में यही चीजें होती हैं. ठीक है. सो देखिए यहाँ पे भी एरर है. एम्प्लॉय आईडी इज नंबर बट टारगेट एंड this target is appearing as ABC because of the dollar. Again, we'll do that same thing, replace values. Put that dollar over here, replace it with blank, and done. Change this data type to whole number. Close and apply. So we have now imported all the data set into our Power BI. Okay, so there are seven data sets that we have done, that we have imported. You can see all these 7 over here. Okay, this is the 7 files which we have imported. And 7 tables we have imported. Product, region, reseller, sales, salesperson, region, and target. Okay. Now, which view are we on? Which view are we on? यहाँ से देख के बताइए. Which view are we on? कौन सी view पे हैं हम? There are 4 types of views, right? Which view are we on? What is this called? I don't. Achha, it is always.
report view.
Yeah. So wait. It is always better to save your file. Okay. So let us save this file first. Save as, or you can directly do save. I want to save it on desktop, and I will say this Power BI Adventure Works, and today's date 3rd May 2024. It is better not to give any space in the name. So Power BI dash Adventure Works dash 30305222024 save. So once your Power BI is saved, you are rest assured that now this will not go. जो भी आपने मेहनत करी वो कहीं जाएगी ही नहीं. So always do that. Okay, always do that. Yes, so we were talking about these views. Let me quickly write the names over there so you remember all this, because whenever we are learning, we should know the terminology. तो जब भी मैं बोलूँगा, you will be able to recall it. You will be able to connect to it. Okay. So always say that. So this view, this is one view. This is another view. This is another view. Okay. There are 4 views. Okay. Now the first view is called as report view. The next view is called as
Table view.
table view. Third view is called as
Model.
Relationship.
model view. Yes, model view. And the fourth one is DAX, where you write your functions. DAX view, you can say. Now, by default, we are always on the report view. हम हमेशा यहाँ रहते हैं. ठीक है. टेबल व्यू में क्या होता है? When you go to the table view, let us go to the table view now. When you go to the table view, now you're in the table view. Let me clear all these drawings. This is the table view. It shows the data जो हम power इसमें देख रहे थे. And now see, in my Power Query, it was not showing me the symbol. Do you see the symbol over here? Rupees दिख रहा है आपको? Do you see the symbol over here, the currency over here in the cost? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, but it is showing as rupee. Okay, you can change it to the dollar also. ठीक है, वो आप कर सकते हैं change यहाँ से. ठीक है, so it is showing INR because my system currency is INR. I can always change it to dollar or pound or anything. Okay, now it is showing dollar and it will allow me to do any calculations as well, because if you see it is fixed decimal number, it is taking as a decimal number. So product की है मेरे पास, product है, cost है, color है, सब category है और ये color है, background color and all. Okay, so if I click the and on the right hand side of the panel, on the right hand side of the panel you will see all the file name, all the name. तो हमने ये check कर लिया कि this is right. Now let us go to the region table. Let us click on the region table and we are on the table view. We are on the table view. एक सेकंड मैं इसको भी highlight कर देता हूँ. See why I'm doing all this, because you become very accustomed to it. ठीक है, what we are doing वो आपको बिल्कुल याद होना चाहिए कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं, कहाँ कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, this is a table view. We are on the table view right now. Okay. So जब मैं region पे गया तो showing me sales strategy की region, country and group. Then we'll come to the reseller. It's showing reseller की business type, reseller city, state provision and country region. We go to sales. यहाँ पर ये डॉलर नहीं दिखा रहा है in the unit price, sales and cost because we had used whole number. अगर आप यहाँ पे फिक्स डेसिमल नंबर कर देंगे तो इट विल शो यू अ करेंसी. यहाँ से हम डॉलर कर देते हैं. सो वी कैन चेंज द कैटेगरी फ्रॉम हियर ऑल्सो. ठीक है, ये देखिए डॉलर आ गया. डू यू सी दैट? बट दिस वी आर डूइंग इन पावर बीआई, वी नॉट डूइंग दिस इन पावर क्वेरी. तो पावर बीआई में भी पॉसिबल है कि डेटा आप ठीक कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, इफ यू वांट टू शो. बट यहाँ पे वो अप्लाइड स्टेप्स नहीं दिखाते और यहाँ पे रीडू करने का ऑप्शन नहीं होता. देयर इज नो कंट्रोल जेड ओवर हियर. यू हैव टू अगेन चेंज द फॉर्मेट इफ यू वांट टू चेंज इट. Is it clear to everyone? Are you able to connect to all these data sources, database, Shiva and
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो वी आर ऑन द टेबल व्यू. हमने सेल्स भी देख लिया. नाउ लेट अस कम टू सेल्स पर्सन. सेल्स पर्सन को अगर हम देखेंगे सो देर आर एम्प्लॉय की, एम्प्लॉय आईडी, सेल्स पर्सन, जॉब रोल एंड ईमेल आईडी. ये मैंने नेम चेंज किए थे, जॉब रोल एंड ईमेल आईडी वाला. ठीक है, दिस इज ऑल्सो लुकिंग गुड. नाउ लेट अस कम टू द नेक्स्ट टेबल. सेल्स पर्सन रीजन, एम्प्लॉय आईडी एंड सेल्स टेरिटरी की और टारगेट्स पे आते हैं. टारगेट में वी हैव एम्प्लॉय आईडी, वी हैव टारगेट. टारगेट को भी हम डॉलर में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं. सो वील गो टू दिस फिक्स डेसिमल नंबर. वील सेलेक्ट अ करेंसी फ्रॉम हियर. ठीक है, अब देखिए जो मंथ है ना, इट इज शोइंग यू द डे ऑल्सो, मंथ नंबर ऑल्सो. सपोज यू डोंट वांट दिस, सो यू कैन क्लिक ऑन दिस एंड यहाँ से आप फॉर्मेट ले सकते हैं व्हाटएवर यू वांट. सपोज यू वांट अ नॉर्मल फॉर्मेट लाइक दिस, द डेट, द मंथ एंड द ईयर. सो इट विल शो यू लाइक दिस. One more thing you need to do. Let us come to region. Let us come to region, second table. And let us come to the table view again. Let us come to region. Now here in this region, it is showing data category uncategorized. Here what you do is you can put this as a region. ठीक है, तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट नहीं, this will not represent actually country. You can come to country and you can mark this as country. Country. So whenever we create any visual, it will show a map from the country name. It will show a map. यहाँ पे आपको कुछ चेंज नहीं नजर आएगा. बट देखिए यहाँ पर एक सिंबल आ गया. डू यू सी दिस सिंबल ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड? Do you see the symbol over right hand side on the country?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that represent it is a map. So this visual will actually bring a map. कि ये मैप बन जाएगा. अगर आप रीजन पे जाते हैं, देखिए अगर कुछ चीज रेजोनेट होती है रीजन से, नॉर्थ ईस्ट सेंट्रल, तो ये अगर स्टेट दिख रहा है आपको या पोस्टल कोड दिख रहा है, कॉन्टिनेंट दिख रहा है, तो आप ये कर सकते हैं. अदरवाइज इफ यू पुट नॉट, लेट्स से प्लेस, हम इसको प्लेस कर देते हैं. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर भी यू विल सी अ ग्लोब सिंबल. इट विल रिप्रेजेंट अ ग्लोब सिंबल इन द ग्रुप एज वेल. देखिए रीजन पे भी हमारा ये सिंबल आ गया है. ठीक, So let me mark this also. So some changes you have to do in the data type so that the data can reflect properly. Now, I think all is fine. तो हमने ये सब कर लिया. We have imported the data. We have checked the data. We have imported the visuals. All these things we have done. Now, the next step, the most important step is what? Tell me. Once we have imported the data, we have got all the data on the data pane. Once we have all the data table, we have to build the visuals. Before we build the visual, what is the most important, third most important step?
Connectivity. Connect.
Modeling.
Connectivity.
Modeling.
Modeling. So last step that we are going to do today is to create a model. You have 5 minutes. We can do this, right?
Yes.
It will take 5 minutes to create a model. Okay, now Power BI automatically creates a model, but we cannot rely on the model created by Power BI. Okay. Power BI क्या करता है? Automatically look for values, the common values, and it will create a model. But this is not what we should rely on. Okay. So what we'll do is we will create our own data model, because you will see some tables are not connected to each other, some tables are connected. So we will delete all this relationship which is automatically created by the model, by the data model. So this tab, we are on the model tab, model view now, and this is called as a model, data model. I'm just giving it as a name. This is called as a data model. We cannot rely on this model. Okay. So what we'll do is we will remove the relationship. Now, how do you delete the relationship? You click on the manage relationship. So you come to this section. You come to this section, manage relationship. Click on it. And you will see all the relationships which are established. What you can say, delete. All these are selected. We'll say delete once and for all. Swaha. And close. It will take some time to work on it. It will take some time to work on it. नहीं हुआ क्या? एक मिनट.
Sir, how to delete all relationships?
Yeah, I am doing that. You have to select them actually first. So just select the first one, press the select key and scroll down, come down with the arrow key. Select everything and then say delete.
Okay.
Select everything and say delete. So it will delete all the relationships. Done?
Yes.
Deleted? Okay, good. Now the next important thing to do is to know that there are two types of table which exist, two types of data which exist. One is called as a dimension table. Second one is called as a fact table. Now these are very important concepts, dimension and fact. Now what is a dimension and what is a fact? Can anyone tell me what is a dimension and what is a fact?
Yes, sir. Quantitative and qualitative factors, variables of, it will be for categories under dimensional.
Hmm. Okay. So qualitative is dimension and quantitative is fact. This is partial information. Actually. This is partial. Okay. So let me show you what is the dimension and what is the fact. See, fact means actual information. Fact is factual or actual. Okay. Fact means actual information. The numbers which are actual, which we cannot change. That is called as factual information. Okay. We cannot change these. So they are actual. Actual numbers or amount. We can say numbers rather than amount. Let us use number. Number, or we can say hash as a. So these are actual number in the fact table. Dimension will give the boundaries, the more information about the actual numbers. So if I talk about sales table, sales, sales will be a dimension table or a fact table. Tell me, sales table. Huh?
Fact.
Fact. It will be a fact table because it will talk about the actual number, what has happened. It will actually talk about the actual number. So we'll keep the fact table inside in the center. We'll keep the fact table in the center. Correct? We'll keep the fact table in the center. So I'm just typing it. The fact table has to be in the center. The fact table has to be in the center of the model. And it has to be surrounded by dimensions table. It has to be surrounded by the dimension table. So any other fact table do you see in this particular data model? We have product, we have salesperson, we have region. We have reseller, we have salesperson, region, we have targets. Do you see any other fact table?
Product also is factable.
Target.
Why product is a fact table, Shiva?
Our product and product details we can't change, I think.
Okay. See, product has a product cost. Okay, product has a product cost. Now the cost will not change. So that is why we can say a product is also a fact table because it is having a number which is a constant number. Okay, we can say that. Yeah, but we can consider the product table as a dimension table also because it will give you product, the types of products and all these things. Okay, we can keep, yeah. So sales is a fact table. Target is also a fact table.
Target.
Yes, target is definitely a fact table because it is going to give you the actual targets, okay, which you have to like achieve or whether you achieve or not, that is a different story, but it will give you actual number. So these are two tables which are fact tables. Okay, sales and target. We can consider product to be fact, but we are not considering it. We are considering it as a dimension only. Okay, because it has more other information. Now, once these two tables I'm taking in the placing it in the center, rest I am or getting I'm keeping it in the surroundings. Okay. So this region also I'll put little in the center. I'm putting this. Okay. So we have salesperson, we have product, or what we can do is we can bring the salesperson toward this side and we can keep the region on the top because region will control everything. So first the region, then the product, then the sales, then the target, then other tables we are keeping on the right hand side, like the sales related. So the resellers, the salesperson region, I'm keeping on the right. So this is how you have to build a model. Okay, you have to be very sure about the placement. Okay. So I'm just highlighting them with different color. My fact table will be green color. So these are my fact table. And my dimension tables, I'm making them yellow. So this is my dimension table. This is my dimension. Okay, so this is my fact table and I write the name also. These are my dimensions. We can use dim table and fact table. So as to be very precise, and it is a terminology which is acceptable. Dim. Dim means dimension. Dim table. Okay, so we have a dim table and a fact table. These two are fact table. Now, how to establish a relationship? It is again an important aspect. How to establish a relationship? Now, let me take a picture for this of this first. Okay, so this is fine. Let me put it. Group. Okay, now how to create a relationship? How to create a relationship? We'll look at one or two. We'll create the relationship tomorrow because it's already time. But what I want you to show is like when you want to start with a relationship, you have to first do one by one. So first we'll select the first table. Okay, let me give the numbering also. So it becomes easy for you to know what we are doing. So just a minute. Let me give a numbering. So this is the first, we are making this as 1. Okay, we'll start from here. Number 1, region. Number 2, product. This I'll keep for the end. Okay, I'm remembering all the dimension table. Okay, first. So this is my 3rd dimension table. This is my 4th dimension table, and this is my 5th dimension table. So we have got 5 dimension tables and 2 fact table. Okay, so 2 fact tables. So 2 fact tables. So this I'll number as F1 fact 1, F1, F2, F2. And we can write a D over here, D1, D2, D3. So dimension 1, dimension 2, dimension 3, dimension 4, and dimension 5. So 5 dimension tables and 2 fact tables. Okay. Five dt, 2 ft. Now what we need to do is first we will connect the first dimension table to the sales first fact table. So what is common in between two? I'm just zooming in so that you can see. I'm just zooming in. Okay. So what is common? What is common in the first
Sales
time?
territory key.
Yeah, sales territory key. So sales territory key. Yeah. So we can click on this and bring it over here. So it's get connected. So
इस
the
दो
first
कॉमन तो क्या करेंगे यदि दो कॉमन हो मान लो किसी फील्ड में
2 कॉमन है तो आप देख लेंगे कौन सा वाला प्रीडोमिनेंट है, कौन सा वाला ज्यादा काम में आएगा, जो ज्यादा इसको वैल्यू देगा, कनेक्ट करेगा, उसको हम रख सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो ये आपका हमने सेल्स रीजन में मान लो होता तो हम रीजन भी ले सकते थे, बट टेरिटरी की इज स्पेसिफिक। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे सेल्स टेरिटरी की रीजन में एक ही बार आएगी, यहाँ पे मल्टीपल आएगी, तो इसलिए 1 to many रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट हो गया। We'll create one more and then we'll continue tomorrow. What you can do is, since you have already attended my previous class, Shiva and Umesh, you can try and build this model and share the model copy in the group. We'll check it. Okay. और सेकेंड हम बना लेते हैं, प्रोडक्ट के साथ कनेक्ट करेंगे। तो प्रोडक्ट की है यहाँ पर, और यहाँ पर भी सेल्स में भी प्रोडक्ट की दिखेगी। तो दीज आर 2 कॉमन फैक्टर्स। तो ये हमने ले लिया प्रोडक्ट की। यहाँ पे भी आप देखेंगे 1 to many रिलेशनशिप आ रहा है, 1 to many, बिकॉज प्रोडक्ट की विल बी यूनिक सिंगल इन दिस प्रोडक्ट टेबल और मल्टीपल टाइम्स इन द सेल्स टेबल। ठीक है, सो वी विल डू दैट। So we will stop here for the day and we will continue tomorrow further ahead with this.
सर ये